If you are feeling stuck and frustrated and wondering what happened to this year and why am I still in the same place or why am I even farther away from my goals, I invite you to consider that it's all about the thoughts that we think and the perspective that we adopt. So, this is something that I identify with very closely because our thinking needs to constantly be expanding. And usually, the people that we surround ourselves with are in the same thought patterns. Those five people that we spend the most time with usually are processing things and seeing things similarly to how we are. So that's why it's important to push yourself out of that comfort zone and get into higher levels of thinking. And I want to give an example. I am a coach and I work on mindset and wellness, and I consider myself pretty good in my thinking and processing. And I am because I've worked on it really hard. It doesn't come naturally to me. But I shared with my coach that things were going well. And I even said, I have this mantra, what if it all works out? And not only do I have the mantra, but I have it on a sweater. It says, what if it all works out? And this really helped me to get through some really difficult times, just considering what if it works out instead of going wrong? And this way of thinking really worked for me. It helped propel me through some difficult thoughts and some difficult times. But when I mentioned this to my coach, who is always pulling me into a higher level of thinking, he said, that quote presupposes that things may go wrong. Why don't you adopt a higher vision to just expect that everything is going to go the way that you intend? And that's not wishful thinking or seeing through rose colored glasses. That is expectation. That is expecting goodness to come to you. And when you expect goodness to come to you, you start seeing goodness everywhere. You start attracting those things into your experience. So if this is something that you are looking to do, if you feel like you are on this track of constantly having bad things happen or disappointments, it really is about perspective. It really is about training your thoughts to see things differently, to put energies in the right places, and you'll see that things will start to shift. I can't even begin to tell you how differently I feel now than I did a few years ago. And that is due to diligent work on my mind. Mindset is the most important investment you can make. Mindset affects all areas of your life. Every wellness practice is built in mindset. So I encourage you to not waste any more time stuck in your own thoughts, stuck in your own head. Nothing is going to change unless you take an action step. And sometimes it's just a baby step, sometimes it's a giant leap forward. But whatever you need to do to get yourself elevated into a higher level of thinking is how you're going to have the best year yet.